All right. Excuse me. So let's do a little bit of side chaining here real quick. So we'll just add a citrus here, and I go ahead and just do my Moog saw. Or let's do that one. And I have this one selected, so I'll just go ahead and do that. All right. And there's a bass. All right, and then I'll just go here to, I'll just go and find a good kick drum. That's all right. Kind of reverby, but whatever. And we'll just go ahead and put this on. Like this. Name this bass. And name this one kick. And we'll just do random color auto. Alright, so what I want to do is sidechain to this track. And then here, add a limiter. And then go to comp. Here, select kick. And I like to bring the sustain down, threshold all the way down, and the knee has like a upwards curve, like a tension. It has its own like tension. Like the ratio and the knee have different tension curves. They're opposite from each other. So here. So if I use ratio, it's the curve. It'll be going the opposite way. You see? So I like to use a knee. And that's cool for doing that. Now, what you can do now is take both of these and route it here. Don't do route to this track only because then the kick will be unrouted from the bass track. So just route to this track and then just click this one while they're both selected and select sidechain to this track. Now everything's still linked, but now you got your kick and bass coming through this one. So you can control them here. All right, now you can put on another compressor here. And now you can compress it the way you want to. I like to use my knee. Now everything's compressed. Now what I can do is you can also use a fruity send. If I can find it, I think I have one right here. Now what this does, if I route to this track, I'll just name this one bus A, because it's a bus that contains the kick and the bass. So I'll just call this bus A. And then this is a send thing that has control over the dry and the volume here. Now, what's cool about this is that you're only going to send whatever comes after this to the channel that it's sending to. So if I sidechain to this track, anything that's above it, uh, I think it won't be. Oops, I'm sorry, grabbed the wrong one. That's having like difficulties with UI, but anyway, like this one, if I put like a high pass and then hit this one to insert 4, okay, so it's whatever's above it, uh like the effects that come before the send will be sent to this channel, but any effects that you place in after this uh won't be sent to the new insert track. So this is like cool for like different filter automation. You can do this like say you want to have a high pass here at the end of the bar, right? That's working on this one, and then in this channel, you can have, but you have to automate a lot of stuff though. You have to automate this right here, and it gets louder. So you would definitely have to switch it, automate the volume or anything, something like that. But you can have a different filter here on this one, like a low pass, and automate it like this, and but you'd want to do it like at different times in the track or whatnot. I'll do it like this. And it does weird things. You can do weird things with filters and effects and stuff like that. Filters might not be the best thing to do because then you have to, make sure that like I'd have to automate this one or something, right? So like do it like a hold or something. See, it gets louder. So I would also have to automate this too. So it's like a lot of automation that you'd have to do. But you get what I mean. So like any effects, like you could have, you know, send like a delay, put a delay on here, and then send it to like a reverb, you know. Uh, so these are good for right here. And then you can control the pan, and this is controlling the pan of the send channel, like that. So, and then another way to sidechain is have the kick here. I'll go ahead and just and what I want to do is put these back on here, reset these. All right, and I guess I can do delete, just delete all this stuff here. All right, so now another way you can do this is get a fruity peak controller, have it on the kick. I always take this up to 50% because the 0 point on the limiter is at 50. This line is at 50. You learn, you know that, and just working with it, and then just bring this down this way as good as you want. You can mess with the decay and the tension and stuff to get the curve just right on how you want the bass to hit. So you can like link this to the controller, the peak, like that, hit accept. Now this is cool because this can duck certain frequencies that the limiter can't. Like the limiter just ducks the whole volume, which is good for like, you know, to if you want something to duck massively out of the way, which is okay. But this one probably sounds more natural, I guess you would say, when like ducking a certain, you know, frequencies out. So like if I was to take this and just go ahead and just and then just go here. And you can you just keep this detached, that way it stays out. And you can, the decay shows how slow it goes down or how fast it reacts. And then this is like the curve, like how the knee like going this way is like using the soft knee on the compressor with the tension here, and then going this way is like using the ratio on the compressor where it adds more like of a reverse curve to the sound. And then going this way like a, had to go down more. You get that backwards curve. So you can get a nice sidechain effect with this too. And then this is basically the only two ways I really do sidechaining in FL. Honestly, is just using this or the actual limiter. Now you can just have ducking presets on like Gross Beat and Fruity Love Filter and stuff like that. But I just do it like this because then you can just, link any controller to the same sidechain and it's going to do the same thing. So if I link like the frequency, if I link the mid frequency volume slider here on the bass, that means I have the frequency right here. I can just move or even automate the frequency knob here to move like down low for whenever the kick hits, and then a little bit more up in here in the like the 200 range, 250 range, or whatever the bottom end of the snare is, and automate it like that where it ducks exactly in the fundamental of your kick and the snare where they need to hit at, or wherever you hear the thump at, for the kick and the bass, the kick and the snare to duck the bass. So you can do that too. So I hope that helps. See you later.